and then I'll mute in case anyone else hops on.
Hi. Hi, Daddy.
Hi. You're so cute. Okay, I'm going to hit mute. Okay, thank you guys so much for hopping on. I know hopping on calls is always hard because you have kids. It's 8 o'clock at night. You're more than likely trying to get everything ready, everyone ready for bed and everything ready for the next day. And so I truly appreciate it. And I reached out to Joda because Joda is building a serious team. And so when you kind of get an influx of coaches, it's always fun just to kind of hop on a call and just say welcome first and foremost. I hear my kid knocking at the door. I lost my train of thought. Welcome first and foremost. And then just to kind of give a couple of tips that I can give you, very basic and generic. Of course, not to step on Joda's toes whatsoever. But just to kind of let you know that your upline support is here. Joda is a very strong leader and an amazing inspiration, as well as you have Sophie and myself, all the way up to Lisa Mohajay for support. So actually, I don't think we're friends on Facebook. So I'll kind of give a little bit about my story, why I'm here, how I got here, all that kind of jazz. But I kind of started, so before Beachbody, I got married young. Our oldest child is 12. And so I graduated high school, found out I was pregnant. We immediately got married, and we struggled super bad. And so not only did we struggle as a young couple, and he didn't even graduate high school, I graduated high school, so we had like nothing. We literally, so it's so funny because I had an old 1989 Ford Escort. One of his groomsmen in our wedding gave us another car, like an old Ford Tempo. That's how broke we were. And then it caught on fire at a McDonald's one night. So that was kind of how we lived. Everything was hand-me-downs, and we just struggled. And so not only that, but my husband is now 6 years clean and sober. So we went through his drug and alcohol addiction, got him through recovery. We had to file bankruptcy, and we were dirt poor. At that point, we lost basically everything but the house. And we, of course, owed people money. We owed bills out the butt. And so when I found Beachbody, we were in a better place, but we were halfway through bankruptcy, and we were still very, very broke. But after having my second child, I wanted to get in shape, and I couldn't afford going to a gym. I worked as well, and she was extremely high maintenance. And so I decided to do Insanity at home. And so then that's when I found out about the coaching opportunity. And so that was in 2011. And when I found out about the coaching opportunity, I had this burning desire to sign up, even though I had no idea why, because I'm a huge introvert. I don't like, going out and talking to people or talking to crowds. I'm always the one that sits at the end of the bleachers at sports events. And so it just wasn't me. But I wanted something more for my life, and I wanted to be able to support my family. And I wanted to be able to take them on vacation. We had never gone on vacation as a family, and that was my goal. And so I set out just to do that. Looking at my hair, and decided that that's what I wanted to do so desperately. And so then a little bit after that, a month into the business, I found out I was pregnant with our third child. And so that really kind of offset that I had to make this work. I had to make this a full-time gig. And so 2 years later, I was able to come home full-time, making around $2,000 a week. So I actually was making the same amount of money as the dentist I was working for. A year later, I brought Ken home, And so we do this full time. He's now kind of doing a little bit of side work out of the home just because he's going crazy. But this is what we do. We're lifers. I always say I'm a big nobody. Like, if I can do this, anyone can do this. And I think that's what any coach will say. I'm sure that's what Joda would say too. It's like, well, if I could do this, I know you can do this, because it's so simple. So I want you to really, really dream big. So when we get off the phone tonight, dream big. Like, what is that goal that you have buried in the pit of your stomach that is so scary to where you haven't even told anybody, but you want that? Whether it's, a down payment on a house, or to pay cash for a car, or just to get out of debt, or go on vacation, or even if it's just to pay for a manicure and not feel guilty about it. Whatever it is, there's something that drew you to this, that you want to be a part of something bigger. And I always say, Dave Ramsey, who I love, said, the reason why you're here is because you don't want another person to feel the way that you did at your lowest point. And I was talking to a coach today, and she said, I've battled with depression my whole life. And if I could inspire and help people that feel the way that I used to feel before I found Beachbody, that would make my world, a better place, knowing that I helped someone in that low point of their life. And so there's something that we're all here for. So dream up that big goal, and dream big, and dream hard. But I have 4 points. And the first one is to be a product of the product, to show up daily to your workouts, and to truly treat that like an appointment, like as if you're going to a gym. And if you're stay-at-home mom, if you stay at home, write it down. Like, I have an hour-by-hour calendar. And so at 1 o'clock every single day, I do my workout. I have it written down, like as if I have the rest of my day written down. If you work outside of the home, find that time that you're able to work out, either with the kids running around or when they go to bed. I know when the girls were little, I would always work out when they went to bed. So it would be like 9 o'clock at night. But now, if they're home, I'm able to work out around them. They act like silly princesses all around me. And it's become a family thing. So find that time, be a product of the product. And for a long, long time, I did not complete a workout program. Like, I literally did not complete a workout program until 2 years ago. And I never saw, like, I yo-yoed in my eating. I felt bad about myself. I would quit a workout program, start something else, or I would just kind of hop around. And so I want you to find a workout program and stick to it to a T. Whatever you got in your challenge pack, like, do that workout from start to finish, and then talk about it. So, you can say, I did 1 more push-up today. I got through the whole 30 minutes and did not die. Like, there's a set of lunges in On Demand that, my nose is like itching. There's a set of lunges on Sagi's On Demand, and I can never get through it. It's seven sets, 7 reps with a 7-second hold for 7 times. And I get through the 5th one, and I'm like, I can't breathe. I think my legs are going to fall off. And so every time I try and do a little bit more and a little bit more. So you don't have to have a huge story. You just have to have a beginning, and try and be a better version of yourself. Try and be a better version of who you were yesterday. So go 1 more push-up. That will speak volumes to people. Or that you drove by McDonald's and you didn't stop, and that you were so freaking hungry and you waited till you got home and you made a shake. Or if you did go out to eat and you had a salad. Or you also talk about your struggles. So not every day is going to be perfect. You're going to struggle getting in your workout. The kids are going to be acting crazy. You're going to have a ton of things that you have to do, and you made a decision to get your workout in. And maybe you didn't do your best, but you still talk about that. So being a true product of the product, drinking Shakeology daily, talking about what it's doing for you, the workouts, following it to a T. That way you have a story. And that way people start to learn how to trust you whenever they see your true results. And it doesn't mean that you have to be like almost naked posting pictures of, you know, your abs or whatever. But post what you're comfortable with. And people are going to love it. They're going to learn how to trust you. They're going to want to know what you're doing because they're seeing you change in real time. So be a product of the product. The second one is personal development, which is something that a lot of people actually put on the back burner until they need it. And that's what I did. I was doing great in the business. I thought I was doing amazing. I was number 20 in the company. And then my marriage started failing, and my best friend committed suicide, and my business started going all the way down. And that's when I realized that I needed to work on my mind first and foremost. I had to work on myself. And in turn, that way I could help other people that had been in that same situation. But there are going to be ebbs and flows of this business. You're going to have high moments, and you're going to have times that people are not going to respond to you. There are going to be times where you sign up a coach and they quit. And that will be the determining factor, is what you're telling yourself in your mind. So we can all reach the goals that we want to reach. It just depends on if we're going to listen to our mind that's going to tell us that we can't, or we're going to listen to our mind that's going to tell us that we can. And so truly paying attention to what's in between your ears at all times. And Joda can give you guys a group of a list of books or audio. One thing that I do now is I love YouTube. And so I'll pull up YouTube every morning before I start working, and I'll just like put in a search for Tony Robbins, and I'll click on the first one that I find. And now all I have when I pull up YouTube are recommended videos of Tony Robbins. And so I just find one and I click on it. But it's free. It gets me going for the day, and it lets me realize that I can do whatever I set my mind to. Just like whenever you were kids and you were told that you could do whatever you wanted to, it's the same exact thing. We can either tell ourselves that we can, or we can tell ourselves that we can. It's just a matter of what are we going to tell ourselves that day. So personal development is huge. Audio, library books. At one point, someone was talking about doing like a book swap. So don't let money be an issue. There's always ways to find books. Even McKay's. Is Ashley local? Okay. Have you gone to McKay's? I guess I can unmute you. Okay.
I've never been there, but I've been told by people that have been there that it's an amazing store. So
it's amazing. And then like one thing that we'll do, like we'll purge like all of our DVDs or books. And then that way, basically, we're getting more stuff for free because resell and then buy. But there's tons of audio, tons of books, personal development books of all types. So just pick one that fuels your soul. So it doesn't have to be business. I know a lot of people, you know, start with GoPro or the compound effect, but I always say read what speaks to your soul. And it can be, you know, like for me, I always had a problem with procrastinating and quitting. And so reading The 5 Habits of a Woman Who Doesn't Quit changed my world, as well as, you know, Carry On Warrior, that spoke to me like no other, because I always felt like as if I had holes in my life that I couldn't quite understand or fill. And so in turn, it helps me not only come up with inspirational posts, but it helps me talk to other people. It helps me be able to help other people in multiple different ways besides just fitness. So always diving in audio or books of some type to help you grow yourself. I can tell you 100% I am not the same person that I was 5 years ago. 5.5 years ago. I was completely negative. I hated my life. I hated Ken. I thought that everyone had it easier. I was broke. I hated my choices in my life, and I felt like a failure. And in turn, because of personal development and this opportunity, it really kind of helped me see that my mess, like my whole mess of my life that I created, I've used it to become my message and to offer hope to other people. But only through personal development was I able to do that. The third one is being real and be yourself. When we all sign up as coaches, it's like as if we forget that we're actual people and we start just posting like nonstop Beachbody. And we all have multiple hats in our life. And you know, you're a mom, you love Walking Dead, you love working out, you love couponing. There's one lady on here that loves crafts. I don't know what else I love besides shopping. Oreos. I don't know. But you have multiple things in your life that you love that you've talked about on your Facebook page before you became a coach. So don't forget those things, because that's what people are going to connect to. Being real and be yourself. And if that means that you like look this way and don't look around you, that's perfectly fine. And then learning how to share your story at the same time. How did you feel whenever you did your first workout the first time in 5 years? Or how did you feel whenever you looked in the mirror and you weren't happy with how you looked? Or how did you feel whenever you went to get gas and your card was declined? How were all those moments to get you to where you are now? How did you feel? How did that affect you into your decision to becoming a coach? So sharing your story. And that was another thing that I kind of heard today from Miriam, was that when she decided to be actual, real, raw, and get past the surface level posts, that's whenever people learned how to trust her. And it's super, super scary to be real and to share your deep, dark secrets. My mom is a very closed book kind of person, whereas I'll kind of tell you anything that you want to know. And so when we filed bankruptcy, she was like, don't tell anybody. Do not tell anybody whatsoever. And so 1.5 years into coaching, I posted it on Facebook. That was how everyone found out that I was in bankruptcy, was through Facebook. And it was super scary. I actually made the post and made the post about Ken's addictions, and then I walked away from the computer. And so when I came back, I had all these messages and all these comments of people that were in the same situation, and that they were so thankful that someone was actually talking about it and seeing that there's an end to it, a light to the end, at the end of the tunnel. So being open and sharing bits of your life and talking about what you're doing and talking about motherhood and talking about working out, but all facets of your life, not just that you're a Beachbody coach. And what makes you stand out from other coaches. We're all different in every single way, and that's what makes people that's what makes people come to us, is our personal self. We're all different. We all offer something different. So sharing that with the world. The fourth one is the importance of Success Club and Emerald. And I'm sure that if Joda has not gone over it yet, then she will. But Success Club is a marker in your business. And it's basically a no matter what. So how you make Success Club is you earn 2 points per challenge pack sale. And that can be as a new coach or as a customer. If you sell 3 challenge packs a month, then that means that you earn Success Club. It's basically 6. They call it Success Club 5. When you do that for 3 consecutive months, you earn a free ticket to Summit, which is like a big, big party of Beachbody coaches that we have once a year. You hear amazing training, you go to parties, you see the celebrity trainers, and so it's something that you don't want to miss. So if you earn Success Club in the first 3 months of your coaching business, then you earn a free ticket, which is about $170, $190 value. When you make Success Club consecutively or every month consistently, then that's how you earn the free trips once a year. So this coming up year, we'll be going to the Dominican Republic, and like this past time we went on a cruise. And so Success Club really kind of determines where your business is. If you're, making profit, if you're struggling, Success Club always kind of determines that. If you're making Success Club a no matter what priority, then you're going to see profit, you're going to see your business grow, you're going to see yourself rank advancement. Or rank advancing. The next one is Emerald. And that's something that you make every single month. So at the end of the month, it wipes clean, and then the next month you focus on helping 3 more people into a challenge pack. The next one is Emerald. So that's your first rank that you're going to go over, or that you're going to achieve. When you make Emerald and when you make Success Club, then you start earning free customers from the infomercials, which that's where I came from. So we're actually pretty good profit. You can ask my upline coach. But how you make Emerald is that you sign up 2 active coaches underneath you. So it can be a spouse, it can be a parent, it can be a brother, a sister, a friend that you went to and said, hey, let's do this together. Anyone that's willing to help you out, and anyone that is willing to maybe even do the business with you. They don't have to stay on forever. It's just something to help you get to your first level. And so that's super important. Making Emerald should really be within the first month of you signing up as a coach. So I would say when you guys kind of talk, then make that your main focus is making Success Club and Emerald. And just start inviting people. Invite your closest people and ask them if they would be willing to help you. So I think that's all that I have. I was trying to keep it short. Joda, I'll unmute you. Do you have anything that you want to add?
I just want you to explain the Team Cup thing so they'll understand what that is as far as the team spirit.
Okay. So the team spirit is super fun. This quarter, or this time, it will be one big group. So so what it is you're going to sign up under the team group. So more than likely you'll sign up under mine, which is Fierce Renegade. You go on the website, you register as a group, you register your name, Fierce Renegade, my name, and then your information. So then we're all going to be added in the group together. We're all going to be considered a group. So when you make a Success Club point, then that is added in our bucket, basically, our tally. And so then whenever they log into the Challenge Group Tracker app, then it doubles for our spirit point. So they're going to add so right now we have like 30 people that are registered under us. So if we all made Success Club, they're going to add all that up. Whoever has the most spirit points or Success Club points, or if they've sold the most challenge packs, then they'll be awarded a prize. And I can't even remember what it is. It's always fun because it bands people together. Even if you're brand spanking new, it's still fun. It's just, it holds you accountable, and it helps you kind of get out of your shell, and also kind of meet the team as well. So it's not a lot of pressure. If you make 1 point or if you make 50 points, it's just a matter of registering, having a good time, and truly trying your best. Are you registered, Joda? You are, right?
Yeah, I just registered tonight.
Okay. So yeah, they go to the website exactly how you did it, and then we'll just have it. We'll use Fierce Renegade kind of as the group, instead of opening up a totally different group.
Yeah.
So Everyone else good?
Yeah.
All right.
And when I get off, I'll go and register.
Okay. I'm going to hit unrecord, and then I'll upload it to YouTube, and then I'll send it to you, Joda.
Okay.
All right. Thank you guys so much for having me. Ashley, I can't wait to see what you do and how excited you are and what you bring to the team. And then Joda, I'm always just extremely proud of you as well. But thank you guys so much, and then have a great night.
You too.
Bye.